This war is sure showing up the Greens, showing they are, in effect, on the side of Islamist tyranny. This war is giving Iranians their best chance in nearly half a century from getting rid of Iran's terrorist-sponsoring regime, which slaughters even its own people. That's why so many Iranians are celebrating this war. But no, say the Greens.
Donald Trump should not have the support of the Australian government for this illegal war. It is not our war.
Over the weekend, we saw the start of another illegal, dangerous and senseless imperial war launched by the same forces who have ruthlessly massacred Palestinians for over 2 years now.
You get the same rubbish with the Green Party in Britain, a party which has campaigned openly for the votes of Islamic radicals. Its leader, Zach Polanski, has demanded Britain cut its own ties to the wicked United States. But see how he blathers when he's asked, well, how would he handle Iran and its despots instead?
What is your alternative?
Well, the alternative is to listen to the Iranian people and to make sure that we're doing everything we can to foster calm in the region, to encourage...
The Iranian regime didn't listen to its own people. It killed many of its own people who wanted a different government. So why do you think that the Iranian regime, or what's left of it this morning, would listen to Western governments when they haven't for decades?
Well, this is why we need de-escalation. So there's no example in history where you've bombed people to democracy.
Well, actually, Germany, Italy and Japan were all bombed into democracy in World War II. And if you want to listen to the Iranian people, you had one on this show just yesterday saying, keep bombing. But Polanski went on.
Well, I'm here in no way to defend the Iranian regime. I'm here to defend and speak up for the Iranian people.
I was not here to defend the Iranian regime, but he is defending it. In fact, his party's deputy leader, man on the left, went to a protest in support of the regime on the weekend. Joining me from London is Patrick Christys, star presenter of GB News. Patrick, your Greens seem even more dangerous than ours.
Oh, it's absolutely bonkers here, Andrew. The deputy co-leader was at this, what he's calling an anti-war demonstration, but there were lots of Iranian flags there, the Iranian flags that the Ayatollah uses, not the old Iranian flag with the lion and sun. Also, you've got the likes of Jeremy Corbin, who's leading your party, who seems so gutted that the Ayatollah's dead. He's probably desperately trying to send a wreath over to Iran at the moment, just to send his solidarity, really. But, you know, to put this into context, the Ayatollah was responsible for 20 late-stage terror attacks in Britain that were foiled at the last minute by MI5 and MI6. Just down the road from where I am now, there is a mosque where the Ayatollah appoints the head of that mosque, and they have a school that has failed all of its protocols because they lined the children up in their playground and made them chant about death to the Jews. And that's just happening down the road from me here because they've got terrorist sleeper cells, and yet you've got people there equivocating and praising them and doing things like attending vigils. We've got vigils this evening to mourn the loss of the great martyr, the Ayatollah. It's absolutely astonishing. But the Greens are now polling in second place in this country. Legalised drugs, legalised prostitution, no genders, pro-Ayatollah. What a world, Andrew.
Oh, it is so frightening. And, of course, they won that by-election in Manchester a few days ago, last week, which is just frightening too, with an out-and-out pitch, you know, pamphlets in Urdu only, ads in Urdu only. I mean, it's frightening. But Labor is also embarrassed, Patrick. I was astonished to see that the leader of Scotland's Labour Party, having to disown his own father's praise on the weekend for Iran's dead leader. Now, his father, who was himself a Labour politician, posted, "The martyrdom of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has left hearts in grief. The Muslim Ummah," that's the whole, you know, the worshippers, has been deprived of a strong voice of resistance. May Allah the Exalted grant him paradise of the highest degree. How's all this been received in Britain? How did those two clowns get in the Labour Party?
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's a mixture here of like genuine comedy that the second that you scratch the surface, all of this stuff comes spilling out, and that you've got people that, talk about how multiculturalism and diversity and integration has been complete success stories. And then actually it emerges are absolutely fine with the Ayatollah massacring women over there, all of that stuff. So there's that. But there is, of course, a very, very serious point to it as well, and we're thinking about how many of these people have basically, infested our political institutions and our establishments. I mean, we've already had cases where nurses and doctors have been accused anyway of not treating Jewish people because they were pro-Palestine. So we've seen quite a lot of this stuff already. The education system, the head of the National Education Union has called for, quotes, globalize the intifada here. So that's a big problem as well. And now you've got obviously the relatives of Labour politicians who are coming out in favour of this. But I mean, our Prime Minister as a whole has just been so unbelievably weak. I mean, the Iranian regime, through Hezbollah, attacked sovereign British military bases in Cyprus. And our Prime Minister's response was to say, we need de-escalation. So you can attack Britain with kill drones now, and our leader will just say, well, let's just take it down a notch, strike back.
Honestly, de-escalation is the favourite word of our foreign minister as well. It seems the buzzword on the left. It means stop fighting this regime just when it looks like cracking and losing its grip on the Iranian people. I mean, Patrick, I don't know that the public is for this at all, these word games of the left about this war.
No, I mean, look, the other buzzwords are international law. We're getting a lot of that at the moment here. And
yes,
basically, our Prime Minister is trying to desperately find a way of doing nothing. He is saying, he starts every single political address with, Britain played no role in the strikes of the Ayatollah. I would be queuing up to take credit for killing the Ayatollah. I don't know about you, but our Prime Minister doesn't want anyone to know that we've had any role in it whatsoever. Why? Because we have a huge demographic in this country now that really would not vote for him if they thought he was responsible for the death of the Ayatollah. It's a crazy world.
It's a frightening world when you're that frightened. It's that's mass immigration. It's gone from too few people to worry about to too many to offend, and so the whole society changes to accommodate the least tractable of the immigrants that's brought in. Patrick Christys, thank you so much for your time.